I was awakened in the middle of the night on a Friday hearing my husband arguing with someone. I could barely understand what he's saying, but it sounds serious. I jump out of bed and rush to the living room, not knowing what to expect. As I enter the room, I see my husband with his gaming headphones deep into his game, arguing with another player who happens to be from another state. Hi, I'm Kimberly, and I will be discussing the Nintendo Entertainment System. The Nintendo Entertainment System was instrumental in revitalizing the video gaming industry to the United States and setting new gaming standards. In 1983, which became known as the Great Video Game Crash of 1983, revenues peaked from about $3.2 billion to around $100 million in 1985, a drop of almost 97%. This brought an abrupt end to the gaming industry in North America. This led to the bankruptcy of several companies producing home computers and video game consoles. The crash was mainly directed at the Atari 2600, who was a leader in the gaming industry. The crash was due to an overabundance of counterfeit and poorly made games, which led to sales being at an all-time low. The crash caused distributors such as Macy's, Circuit City, Sears, and Toys R Us to refuse to carry any gaming consoles in their stores or sell them in any fashion. Nintendo was already a success in the gaming industry in Japan, controlling over 90% of the market, and had a successful gaming system called the Famicom, also known as the Family Computer, and wanted to get it into the US market in 1983. Nintendo had several challenges given the atmosphere of the US consumer and no distributors willing to take a chance because of the crash in 1983. Nintendo began developing its products for release in the United States. They created a security chip, the 10 NES lockout chip, or checking integrated circuit, which had three main purposes: to give Nintendo complete control over the software released for the platform, to prevent unlicensed game cartridges from running, and to facilitate regional lockout that would prevent unlicensed game from working in their systems. Hundreds of Famicom games were played and reviewed to be selected in the top 40 to be translated and introduced in the US market. Developers decided not to focus on the learning aspect and a lot of peripherals such as the mouse and keyboard, but they wanted to create a product that focused on fun. In 1985, after years of development, the Nintendo Entertainment System was released at a Consumer Electronics Show. The NES came with a robot operating buddy, cartridges loaded from the side, which made it much simpler and had a much simpler eye-appealing look. The product was not a great success. The reviews were good, but buyers did not want to commit to ordering. Although the release wasn't great, the decision was made to introduce the Nintendo Entertainment System to the New York market to see how it goes. Corporate executive staff became directly involved in the advertising and promotion of their product. They contacted distributors, set up displays in shopping malls, visited toy stores, electronic realtors, department stores, and even had athletes demonstrate their product, but was met with criticism. Management decided to embark in a new concept in its marketing its product. Stores will normally take the risk of ordering a certain amount of product and sell it at a wholesale, hoping to make profit. Nintendo offered a completely risk-free marketing tool. They would stock the stores, set up displays, require the stores to pay for only the units that they sold, and in 90 days, they will come back and take the unsold product. Nintendo also amped up the advertisement, and because of the past stigma of the Atari 2600, they decided not to use the term video game, but instead referred to it as an entertainment system. And gamers weren't cartridges, but game packs to set them apart from the Atari 2600. By Christmas 1985, approximately 500 stores in New York decided to carry their product, which showed that the company and the product was moving in the right directions. The company expanded its market and eventually went national, and shortly thereafter established itself in the United States as a leader in the entertainment system industry. And between 1985 and 1995, over 61 million units were sold. If it wasn't for the dedicated and the determined drive of the Nintendo Entertainment staff, who knows what the gaming industry would be like today. NES set new gaming standards for the present day gamer.